Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Kashif Shahid and you're watching my YouTube channel. Guys, in today's vlog we gonna talk about the scholarship in China. We already talked about the scholarship in China in my previous vlog separately about what are the different kind of a scholarship and how you can apply for those scholarship. If you miss those video, I will recommend you first go and check it out those video, and I'm sure you will get enough information. But today vlog is just a reminder for you all, because to now this is the month of March and most of the university deadline closes in next month or mid of April or 30th April. So this is just a reminder, if you haven't applied yet, you must apply for those scholarship, because still you have the time to apply for those scholarship. I would say why you apply. This is a very good opportunity to study free in China. Guys, I will say to you that you have to watch this video till the end, because you will get all the information related to the scholarship in China. And later on, if you have any question, you can comment me down. I will answer your question in the comment section. But before guys, if you are new to my channel, every time I will say like this, if you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon button to get the notification of every new video which I'm going to share once a week. So without further ado, let's get started our today vlog. Basically, there are three kind of a scholarship in China. The first one is CEC scholarship, which is very most important and common scholarship. The second one is ANSU scholarship, previously called Castova scholarship. The third one is university or provincial scholarship. So these are the three different kind of a scholarship. The stipend range or the benefit range is different in all those scholarships. These three kind of a scholarship is available for foreign student in China. Now let's talk about a CEC scholarship. CEC scholarship, CEC is an agency which fund the university which provide the scholarship for the student, and there are different kind of university who offer CEC scholarship. Mostly like 280 university offer this scholarship. And what are the benefit you can get from this scholarship is your monthly stipend, you will get 3,500 RMB, which is very good for a PhD student. Or if you are a master student, you will get 3,000 RMB, and if you are a bachelor student, you will get 2,500. So this is a very good, and you can even save with this with that much of stipend. And in this scholarship the accommodation is also included. This is also very important thing. And the second scholarship is ANSU, and the ANSU you can get if you are applying for a PhD study and you get a scholarship, then you will get 7,000 RMB each month, and accommodation is not included in this kind of a scholarship. If you are applying for a master's program, you will get 3,000 RMB or 3,500 through ANSU scholarship. So accommodation is also not included in this. So this is about the benefit, what benefit you will get from CEC, what benefit you can get from ANSU scholarship. Now let's come toward the third category, which is university or provincial scholarship. Mostly it depends on the region, it depends on the university you are applying. And the scholarship or the stipend range is different. Like it start from 1,000 to 2,500 mostly, and in most cases the dormitory or the accommodation is not included in those scholarship. With this scholarship you just survive with this scholarship, you study with this scholarship, and I don't think you can save much money with this scholarship. These are the three kind of a scholarship: CEC scholarship, ANSU scholarship, and university and provincial scholarship. So now let's talk about the documents requirement for all those kind of a scholarship. The first document is your degree, your previous degree, master, bachelor, or whatever degree you have. And then the transcript, your previous transcript, bachelor, master. And also after that you have a study plan. If you are applying for a master program, you need to have a study plan, but if you are applying for a PhD program, you need to have a research proposal. And after that you have the English proficiency certificate if you are applying for those university where IELTS is not compulsory. But I would recommend if you have a IELTS that's really good or this really enhance your chance to get the admission with a scholarship. So after that you need to have health certificate, which is just a formality at the start. Later on, once you get a scholarship, you will do a proper medical later in the later stage. And one another important documents is the recommendation letter. You need to prepare your reference letter from your supervisor, from someone who know you academically, so you can make a reference letter when you are applying for China. And I think these are the documents required for a CC or for ANSU or for university program, or even though if you are applying for any kind of a scholarship in China. So these are the documents, required documents. And CV, yeah, you can include your CV too. If you have the CV, you can also include your CV and your those documents. And just follow the procedure of university, follow the procedure of the school you apply, because it depends on the school. Every university have different procedure to apply. For example, in some university you have to apply to the school online, and you have to apply for the CSE online. Once you done, then you have to send the document to the university. But in some university you need to have to apply for the CSE, and then you have to send the documents. So it depends on university. You have to check the university, and then you will find the detail how you can apply for those university, for those scholarship, for those schools. So for CSE scholarship, there are two ways you can apply for a CSE scholarship. The first one is you have to apply through embassy. The second way is you have to apply directly to the university. The procedure of applying varies from universities to university. If you are applying directly to universities, it depends on the universities. For ANSU scholarship, you have to follow their procedure that how you can apply for those scholarship. And I will give you the link in the description, all the related link in the description, so you have to go and follow those instructions and apply for those scholarships. In this vlog we talk about the benefit you got from the different kind of a scholarship in China, and we talk about the documents requirement, what are the documents you need to prepare before applying to those kind of a scholarship. So I hope now you have clear your mind, and now you know how you can apply and what are the documents you need to prepare. Guys, why I recommend this kind of a scholarship? And with this scholarship you can get a chance that you have to study in China for free. If you are from Pakistan, if you are from India, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, you can get a chance to study in China for free. This is not just a scholarship or study. You will get the opportunity to explore China. You will get the opportunity to make friends from different countries. You will get the opportunity to stay in a multicultural community where you can learn different things from different people from different countries. So I would definitely recommend you can apply for this scholarship, and you still have the time. You still have the time to apply for those scholarship. So must apply for those scholarship. If you have a question regarding a scholarship in China, or regarding the life in China, or you have any question related to China or studying in China, you can ask me. You can ask me in the comment section. I would be happy to reply you. I would be happy to answer your query. And I hope guys this vlog, you like this vlog, and please make sure you share with your friend that most of the students get benefit from this video. So if you like this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I will come up with new videos. I will come up with informative videos, and I already made a video about postdoc study in China. And if you are a postdoc, or if you are applying for a postdoc study, so you have to go and check it out, this video. I hope this will answer your query, and after watching this video you will know how you can apply for a postdoc study. Guys, so stay safe, stay happy, enjoy your time with family, and hope to see you in the next vlog. Bye bye, see you.